Hello, everyone, and a warm welcome to our monthly energy, astrology, and intuition call. Thank you so much for those that have Zoomed in person. And if you're watching this later on YouTube, welcome. We are all connected in this now moment. I'm so happy you're here tonight because together we're going to delve into the Aquarian energies that are going to show up on the planet this Saturday, January 20th. On our call tonight, we'll focus on understanding the Aquarian ways so that we can attune ourselves to them, be ready for them, and recognize them when they show up in our lives. And we're also going to do an exercise with our intuition by taking a look at the tarot cards. So that'll be a lot of fun, especially for those that are live on the call. We'll pause the recording for that part and discuss, and then we'll restart. So with that said, let me introduce myself. My name is Mary Beth Wollenschlager, and oh my goodness, there's some green. I don't know. Are you seeing, is anybody, just tell me if you're seeing like a green stripe on this slide. Are you seeing that green?
Yes.
I think
Yes.
I think my cat Cricket
Oh,
decided that she was scratching the screen the other day.
um,
Interesting. Okay. Well, I guess she wanted to make her mark. So anyway, my name is Mary Beth Wollenschlager, and I'm the creator of Love Your Life in Sync. And our mission at Love Your Life in Sync is to help you learn how to connect more fully with your heart, understand better exactly how your heart works and what it can do for you and how it can help you manage stress and help you get to that place where you can tune in and trust your judgment, trust yourself, and enjoy your life more fully. We also offer astrology readings, and astrology classes. And astrology helps us understand the patterns up above, and those are reflected in our lives. So astrology can be a great tool for self-awareness. I like to say astrology helps us tune into the seasons and tune into ourselves. So let's warm up our hearts now with a heart harmonizing practice. And our practice tonight is going to be focused on trusting yourself. Aquarius is somewhat of a paradox because Aquarius does focus on being an individual and being unique, but it's also the collective, and it's a very humanitarian sign, which is recognizing that we're all part of the human race. So not only are we working on ourselves and our frequency for ourselves, but our frequency that we hold creates the frequency that humanity holds. And when we learn to trust ourselves, we can relax more and be more of who we are. And that helps the whole human race evolve and transform and to raise our consciousness. And our hearts are powerful tools. So let's take a deep breath, and I invite you to close your eyes if you're comfortable, just to minimize some of the distractions that may be around you. And you can place your hand right on your heart if that feels good. So go ahead and focus your attention in the area of the heart. Imagine your heart, imagine your breath flowing in and out of the heart or chest area as you breathe a little slower than normal and a little deeper than normal. Find an easy, comfortable rhythm with equal inhales and exhales. The equal inhales and exhales help to soothe the nervous system, which is one of the things that the Aquarian sign rules, our nervous system. So as we take deeper, slower breaths and have an easier, comfortable rhythm, equal inhales and exhales. Just feel your body relax a little bit. Make the intention to relax, but stay energized. Aquarius is an air energy. Air is energy. Everything is energy. Aquarius is about the frequencies. And as you're continuing this heart-focused breathing, bring to mind something that makes you smile, something that makes your heart sing. Let your body feel that song. And pick a frequency that you would like to vibrate with, one that will help you trust yourself. So I'm just going to let you pick your own frequency tonight. Maybe it's compassion. Maybe it's kindness. Maybe it's peace, joy, awe, curiosity. Pick your own frequency tonight. Trust yourself that you'll pick the one that is just right for you. And breathe that frequency in and out of your heart area, letting your body feel whatever frequency you've picked. And then start to share that frequency. Let it vibe out into the space you're sitting in, the room. Start with the room you're sitting in. And send it to any beings that may be in the room with you, whether they're four-leggeds, two-leggeds, or plants. Now let your vibe spread throughout the building you're in, your home, the entire home. Just imagine this frequency filling your home. And now let it vibe out beyond the four walls of your home into your neighborhood. And imagine another Aquarian thing. Aquarius rules is imagination. Imagine this invisible frequency spreading beyond your neighborhood into your city or state, into your country. Just intention, just the intention of sharing whatever frequency you chose with the planet. Let it spread to the planet. I'm sure there's a lot of areas on the planet that could use a little upliftment. So know and trust yourself. Trust that you are making a difference right now by spending this time in your heart, focused on sharing a positive, uplifting frequency. Couple more breaths here. Now start to draw your broadcast back. Maybe draw it back to the state you're in. Just rinse your state with more of that frequency into your city, your neighborhood, your home. To see it sort of swirling back into the space you're sitting in, taking it into your own heart once again. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes. And we are going to get into the Aquarian energies. So, what does Aquarius rule? I already mentioned a couple of these. It rules imagination. Aquarius, nothing, they say everything is created twice, first in the imagination and then in the real world. So Aquarius is an air sign, just like the imagination. Those are our thoughts. Aquarius also rules electricity, another thing that's invisible. Electricity. So Aquarius is ruled by two planets. The modern planet is called Uranus, and Uranus was discovered right around the same time electricity was discovered, interestingly enough. So the planet Uranus has an effect on Aquarius, and Uranus is a planet of sudden change and surprise. It rules lightning, and lightning reveals things, and you don't know where lightning is going to strike, but lightning shines a light on things, and then that light, even though it only flashes for a second, you see something and you can't unsee it. So there's something called an electromagnetic field that we all have, and it starts, the strongest electromagnetic field is our heart. Our heart is both electric and magnetic, and that's another thing that's invisible, and that radiates out from us. So that's what we were just working with in that heart harmonizing exercise. We were imagining that our heart was vibrating out a frequency. And the term frequency is interesting. We talk a lot, you hear a lot now about frequency, vibration, resonance, and sometimes it's hard to remember exactly the difference between the two. But one way to think about frequencies is it has to do with how frequently something happens. So this is like our thoughts. When we have a thought and we spend time thinking that thought, we will draw more thoughts like that to us if we frequently think that thought. So that's why we have to watch what we say and what we think. And we're becoming more attuned to this. This is something that's helping our planet and humanity change and grow and evolve. Aquarius is also about evolution and revolution. Aquarians, and I know there's a couple on the call. Aquarians can be rebels. Aquarius also rules the internet or the information highway. So Aquarius being an air sign, a mental sign, thoughts, words, communication, it's also information. And then there's the humanitarian quality to Aquarius. So Aquarius is concerned about the people. It's power to the people. It's for the people. It's concerned with the rights of people and proper treatment of humanity. which is why it's part of being part of the evolution and raise in consciousness. It's also about communities, and it's about co-creating with others. So getting, whether it's in small groups or large groups, but making that connection. Some of the professions or roles that Aquarians can play are often scientists and inventors. Again, inventors have that great imagination. You have to imagine something first and then create it. And there's all those inventors they're usually laughed at. So Aquarians can be thought of as quirky or unbelievable at times or out of this world. And it's because Aquarians are visionaries. And they also like to question, that all air signs like to question and ponder and wonder and explore and check it out. So this picture, you might wonder, what the heck is this picture? And this picture is of mycelium. And if you haven't heard of mycelium, it's known as the wood wide web of trees. I thought that was so cute. So it's the information highway for trees. It's a fungus and it connects the trees underground. That's how they communicate. And it not only connects trees that are similar, but a birch tree can talk to a fir tree. So it's interspecies. So we're just learning about what we can do with mycelium. And I invite you to research it for yourself, because I was blown away when I read up on what this can do. Everything from a form of packaging that isn't plastic, so it's not going to create a landfill, it's biodegradable, to things like, believe it or not, creating organs for people and creating different food sources that are plant-based. So we're going to see and hear a lot more about mycelium in the future. So check it out. You'll find it. I found it absolutely fascinating. And Aquarius rules the ankles, the part of the body. All the signs rule parts of the body. And so with Aquarius, it's ankles. So this is be kind to your ankles time. Do some ankle circles as we're sitting here listening to this. Or you can write the alphabet with your toes, which will move your ankles. And it also rules the nervous system, because the nervous system is electrical. Our nervous system is electrical. That's why we've been encouraged to drink more water. The dangers of being dehydrated. So I know some of you on this call are familiar with us having elderly parents. We know what happens when they get dehydrated. They can't think clearly. They're not themselves. So our nervous system, electricity, the conductor of electricity is water. So that's why we need water, and we need to stay hydrated. As I take a sip of water, I also learned recently about Jinshin Jitsu. And this is a simple practice. Again, you can Google this and find out more about it. But all you do is hold each of your fingers for as long as you want, or a couple of minutes. And each finger represents a part. There's a finger for worry, there's a finger for anxiety, there's a finger for grief and sadness, and there's two other fingers. So there's two other things that this Jinsen Jitsu finger hold practice can help you with, but it's a way to help you calm down. And it's so simple. You just hold your finger. So I encourage you to look that up as well. Now, there is a huge astrological event happening this month in Aquarius. It's very, very exciting. And I'm just wondering, I'll ask you during the break for those that are on the call live, but I'm wondering if any of you know what it is. And it's going to happen actually on Sunday, the 21st of January. And what is going to happen is our friend Pluto is going to change signs. Pluto is the slowest, it's our farthest planet from the sun in our solar system. And I think it got re-identified as a planet. It was a planet, then it got downgraded to a dwarf planet. But Pluto doesn't care. Pluto is, well, Pluto rules the underground, but Pluto is about power. Pluto is about death and rebirth and transformation. So Pluto is going to change costumes, and it's going to wear the costume of Aquarius. Now, this hasn't happened for 250 years, so it's a big deal. The last time it happened, we had the American Revolution, the French Revolution. So Aquarius and revolution, they go together. So does Aquarius and evolution. So because Aquarius means to think outside of the box, guess what's going to happen when Pluto moves into Aquarius? Guess what's going to happen to that box? So Pluto in Aquarius means patterns are going to get broken, paradigms are going to get broken. And when patterns are broken, new worlds emerge. So take a look at this photo or this picture for a second. The peace sign and the hearts, and just, I feel like that picture is nurturing and hopeful and soothing and exciting. And as a visionary, being Aquarius myself, that's my image for our new world that's coming up. So specifically, what might be changing? Well, what Pluto's going to take whatever isn't working, blow it up, and reform it. So what's not working? Healthcare. So why healthcare? Why does Pluto in Aquarius, will Pluto in Aquarius affect healthcare? Healthcare is for the people, and it's not working. So we can expect to see over the next 20 years, hopefully sooner. Well, Pluto will be in Aquarius for about 2 decades, 18 years, I think. 2024 to 2042. So we'll see changes in healthcare. We'll see changes in artificial intelligence and in technology, humanitarian work, and our global consciousness is expected to raise. So this is a very exciting event, and I thought it would be helpful for you to understand a little bit more about Aquarius and what it might mean. So now, having had that little background on Aquarius, let's now work on our intuition. Let's take what we've gleaned about Aquarius. Maybe some of this you already knew, and maybe it's a review, or maybe it's a refresher, or maybe some of these things you didn't know, but This Pluto in Aquarius is a big deal. It's a big change. So let us now work on our intuition by doing a tarot reading. So as a quick review, we're going to work on accessing our intuition. And the most important thing to do first as preparation is to make sure you're grounded. And then we're going to connect to our heart. And then you're going to trust yourself. So in other words, I'm going to pull some tarot cards and we're just going to notice what we notice. We're going to trust ourselves. Whatever we see, we're going to trust our intuition that there's a message in this card for us. I had a wonderful aunt who used to say, I'm waiting for my message. I'm going to wait for my message. So you can trust yourself and wait for your message. So wait until something becomes clear to you. So let's just, if you are sitting cross-legged, I'm going to invite you to uncross your legs. And if you can, put your feet on the floor just to feel the earth beneath you. And just imagine there's a cord starting at your tailbone that's connecting down your legs and your knees, your calves, through your feet, connecting you to the floor, wherever your feet are, going right through the floor in your home, through the basement if you have one, and right into the core, right into the crust of Mother Earth, and then traveling all the way down to the center of the earth. And just see, feel, hear, click, or know that you just clicked into the core. Feel grounded, and then bring your awareness back to your heart. And imagine your breath flowing in and out of your heart one more time. Getting centered. Heart-focused breathing. Equal inhales and exhales. Think of something that makes you smile. Feel your feet on the floor. Remember that cord connecting you to the center of Mother Earth. And with that, we're ready to look at our first question. So again, kind of keeping in mind what we shared with so far about Aquarius and the frequencies and being imaginative and humanitarian and a scientist and an inventor and electricity and frequencies, vibrations and resonance. Our first question, what practice will help me hold center during these changing times? So I'm going to ask you all to stay grounded, think about this question, and I'm going to start shuffling the cards. Oh no, I got the cards. They're kind of mixed up over there. Okay, we're good. Nope, half of them are upside down. Okay, so think about the question as I shuffle the cards again. What practice will help me hold center? Right, help me hold center. So these times, right? They're changing for sure. With Pluto moving into Aquarius, and just what we're experiencing now. There's a lot of changes going on. So what practice is going to help me keep my center, hold my center during these changing times? All right, here's the card. It is the Eight of Swords and it's reversed. So I'm going to pull that aside and then we're going to focus on the second question. I'll shuffle. Well, yeah, I guess I'll shuffle again. So what frequency will I claim during these changing times? What frequency? I think I mentioned this last time. We always get swords. Every the last few times we've always gotten swords. Okay, so what frequency will I claim during these changing times? And we've got the Seven of Pentacles. So at this point, what's going to happen is I'm going to pause. I'm going to actually stop the recording. And if you're watching this on YouTube, we'll be back. I think I might do a part 2, or I might just restart this one. So we'll be back with part 2.